Hey guys, it's Kodakas here. Welcome to this Tensorflow deep learning tutorial. In my previous AI tutorial, I showed you how to create a neural network without using any library. That is good for learning purpose, but when you are doing it for any project, we need a library to make our code more efficient. So today I'm going to teach you how to install and quickly get started with TensorFlow, which is a Google open source library, and you can write any neural network code using that library. So let's get started. In this tutorial, I'll be using two things, that is one Anaconda and another thing is PyCharm. The first thing I'll tell you to go is go to this anaconda.org and click download Anaconda. It will open up a download window and you will see the Windows version, the Mac OS version, and the Linux version. Whichever OS you are using, just select that and download that version. And here you can select 3.6 or 2.7, whatever you use. It actually doesn't matter when you create a new environment, but make sure you use the graphical installer so that we have that Anaconda navigator, and that will help us to manage the environments. We will get into that. And next thing, I will request you to go to this search PyCharm in Google, and you will see this first jetbeans.com/PyCharm. Just click download now, and here also you will find Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. So select your OS and click download, and you will good to go. And now, after you install Anaconda Navigator, you need to open this uh, Anaconda Navigator. It will open up a window. Okay, let's just let it. So when you open this navigator, you will see this environment option, and when you click here, you will see all the environments listed here, and whatever the packages you have installed, you will see on the right side. So right now, for your case, you'll only see this root. You won't see this other environment. This is something that I created for myself. uh, what these environments are, these are the different Python version and packages that you want to use for your particular specific project, but that is not you want to use for other projects, so you separate them with environments. So let's say I have one project for deep learning. I am creating this environment for that, and I install those packages what I only need for this kind of project. And let's say I want another environment, another I want to do, I want to work in another environment where I want to work with Python 2.7 and some other packages which is going to contradict with my previous project with deep learning. So I will create another environment where I will install only those packages. So when I'm using this environment, this whatever package I installed in this root environment will not affect this deep learning environment, and whatever packages I installed in this environment will not affect this environment. So this is kind of isolated uh, kind of structure. So let's create a new environment, and let's select whatever Python version you want. That is why I was saying that whatever you can, while installing the Anaconda, you can select any Python version you want, because later we'll be going to select the Python version we want anyway. So let's create this, give it a name, code as tutorial, let's say. Let's create it. So it's creating the environment now. So while the environment is getting created, uh, you can go to my website and check all the content of this tutorial from my website. Everything is documented here. I will put the link in the description. So it's fetching all the tools we require for this environment along with Python. So we have all these packages, and now we can install other packages over on top of. One extra thing I want to add is, uh, if you are seeing this, you can click the channel. You will only see this defaults channel. These two won't be there. So let me delete them, and you can add more channels. So these channels are the repositories where we can search for packages. So default channel will have some repositories, and we can add more channels which has some other packages that are not in the default channel. So some of the packages have like the package, the channel that I was using, like info. This has some useful packages for OpenCV, and you can add another one which is Conda Forge. This one is also a good one. Now we want to install TensorFlow. What we will do, we'll go to all and we'll search for TensorFlow here, and we have this one and this one. We are going to use this one. This is the one that I want. And if you directly click this checkbox, you will install the whatever the current latest version is. But if you want to install a specific version, you can right click on it and click on the mark for a specific version, and you can select any version you want. So right now I'm selecting the latest version. And another thing, okay, that's fine. That's what we'll do for now. So while it is installing TensorFlow, I want to show you something, that is the PyCharm. If you open PyCharm, let me go back. If you open PyCharm for the first time, you'll see this screen. Now we want to create a new project. So click on the new project, and you'll see this new project wizard, where you can select the interpreter that you want to use, Python interpreter, and the location of your project. Select the location, whatever, whichever place you want. Let's say I'm selecting it in desktop. Uh, custom TensorFlow tutorial. Click open. So this is fine. This is not something that you were interested in. What we are interested in is here. Okay, what happened? Okay. So here we will find all the environments that are listed in our codecus. Right now it's not showing that this environment here. The first one that you are seeing is Anaconda bin Python, that is the root environment. The second one is the environment that I deleted earlier, but still showing, it's not updated the list. And the third one is that Anaconda environment and root API. This one, and rest of the things are the system and the Python version that I installed separately other than Anaconda. So I don't want that. So as this environment is not listed, what I am going to do is I'm going to open it again. Oh, another thing, I have to apply this. Uh, where is PyCharm? Open PyCharm. Okay, create project. Click. Okay, we have this. There are two. It doesn't matter if there are two. If any one you select, it will work. So I'm selecting this one. It will refresh all the packages that are installed in that environment, so that it can show you real-time errors. It will create, and now just close it. whatever package is installed in this environment, we can use that in this IDE. What PyCharm is right now doing is it is loading all the packages that are installed in our Anaconda environment. So like TensorFlow and Python version and all the Python packages, it's loading it in its memory so that whenever we are including a package, if it is not there, it can show us that that package is not available. Okay, so TensorFlow is installed. Now what we can do is, let's test it. Right click on this project folder and click new Python file, name it test. So it will create one file for you. Okay, so let's test our first code to check if TensorFlow is actually working or not. Import TensorFlow. Okay, it's showing, that means good. As TF, this will be a short form, so we don't want to every time we want to use TensorFlow, we don't want to write TensorFlow, we'll just use TF. And let's create a hello world program. Hello TF dot constant, TF dot constant, and we'll set it as string hello Coracus. Okay, we created a constant with the TensorFlow constant. Now to run any constant or to evaluate any value of the constant, we need a session, TensorFlow session. So we can start a TensorFlow session by naming it ses, whatever name you want to give it, and we need to create a session object. So tf.session, and it will give us okay, these things are not required. Okay, fine. And now this session will execute the value of this variable, and it will give us the, after evaluating the value, it will give us hello Codicus. So we can print the value using the ses variable ses dot run, and we will put the hello variable. So it will evaluate the value of the hello, and it will run it in the session, and whatever value it gets, it will give it as an output. So we'll print it and we'll see. Let's see, let's check it, run it. Let me move this here or move it here. And another thing is, we have to select one start script, go to the run, select run, and select the script you want to run for the project. Now once you select it, you will see this will become green. So now it's running. We should see hello Codicus here. Yeah, this will show you hello Codicus. In next video, we will see the basic concepts of TensorFlow, like placeholder, variables, and operations, and scope. Until then, have a good day, and we'll see you in the next video.